Is There More to Life Than What We Know? Written by world-renowned psychic medium Joseph Labruto III. Through this amazing collection of channeled messages, you will find the answers to the most basic questions asked by humanity. This book is truly a spiritual journey and awakening to find God. Ron Ash, book reviewer, said, "I found this book extremely difficult to put down." To order your copy of Is There More to Life Than What We Know, visit us at ourjourneyoflife.com. Welcome to the Mind, Body, and Soul recording. For access to all of Joseph's books, audiobooks, affirmation recordings, and spiritual tools, go to ourjourneyoflife.com. And remember, enjoy the journey. Recording 1, Healing of the Body. As you listen to the recording repeatedly, aches and pains will begin to subside as they will disappear throughout the day. Many suffering from illness say that after listening to the recordings for a few days, the illness had subsided until their body had made a complete recovery. Other people have received miraculous healings of major diseases, physical trauma, aches and pain, helping to cope with addictions along with receiving spiritual balance for a healthy mind, body, and soul. Healing of the Mind. Many have found inner peace, tranquility, and happiness while in the presence of the divine masters that works through Joseph. You will find peace, joy, and happiness as you start to release tension, anger, depression, and sadness. You will find clarity. You will make life decisions that are good for you, and you will be able to forgive and let go of all of your fears. Healing of the Soul. Open up spiritually and awaken and unlock your psychic, healing, and channeling abilities. The affirmations will help you have a closer connection with God by feeling God's forgiveness, compassion, and love, making your connection an unforgettable memory. Experience the power and healing of sacred geometry. Joseph Labruto III has put this divine information into affirmation cards. Each card and symbol has been invoked with the divine energy of our Creator, archangels, and ascended masters. Each card is given an affirmation beginning with the words, "I am," meaning the strength of God. Receive protection, heal trauma, and manifest all of your desires with the help of these cards. To get your set, go to ourjourneyoflife.com today.
So we just had a reading with Joseph, and we were a little bit skeptic, and he was pretty much spot on with the reading. My dad's nickname was Cheech, and our dads were best friends, and I called them Cheech and Chong, and that came through.
Your butterfly tattoo.
My butterfly tattoo, and his heartbeat on my arm.
Where's his name? He said Frank. We knew. He was talking about Frank Sinatra.
And it's just, I know, me neither. I'll book one too.
Hi, my name is Joni. I had a wonderful Friday night. I met with Joe about a month or so ago for a private reading, and everything was phenomenal. And I can't believe how my family and loved ones came through again. He is just the most amazing person, and I love him and thank him so much.
I was skeptical coming into this. I wasn't sure what it was going to be. I've actually lost my father and 2 brothers, so I was really hoping to talk to my father, but my 2 brothers came through. And when Joseph said that, he asked me, "Was your brother funny?" And if anybody knew my brother, you'd want to sit next to that guy at a bar or a party, because he had stories and they just broke you up. And for him to say that struck home with me, because my brother was the funniest guy you ever meet, and my other brother too. We have a great sense of humor in our family, and for that to come through, that why wouldn't it? Because we laughed about everything, and so that was really interesting. And a little thing that he had said was my daughter just took a trip to Nashville, and she had said to me, she texted me, and she says, "Mom, I want to play the fiddle. I just learned how to play the fiddle at this restaurant, and I want to play the fiddle." And he comes through and he says, I'm seeing a J name. My daughter's name is Jessica, and she 2 weeks ago was just in Tennessee and played the fiddle. I mean, so right there, that's pretty amazing to me, and I'm a believer now, and he's become my new best friend.
I have watched Joseph. For me,
You're not used to calling me Joseph. Just use my real name.
Joe, Joey. So I grew up around a lot of things like this, so it was very normal for me to be part of their family. So when he started talking about being younger and, you know, being visited by spirits and all that, I was like, yeah, okay, cool, that's normal. So it was normal conversation for a family friend dynamic. And then finally one day he kind of spread his wings and decided that he had a path to take with all of this. So I watched him grow, and I watched him take on much smaller groups. This is phenomenal. I can't wait to be in a stadium someday. But it was fun in the family dynamic, small little groups, and you know, he would channel and he would bring through messages, and it was amazing then. I mean, I was like, yeah, way to go. Yes, you can do this. And I'm like watching him, I'm like, that's so cool. How do you do that? And then, like, I lost track of time because his brother and I are really good friends. So we, throughout the years, have traveled the world and played and done a lot of things, and we're very inseparable. And he's out here doing his spiritual dynamics and just traveling the world and learning all kinds of things. And I catch back up with him, and I go to a larger group like this, and I'm floored, absolutely floored. The way he can touch your guys' lives, the way he connects in with who you are, and the way that he brings messages through. He's heartfelt, he's passionate about bringing healing to you, your families, and what you're here for, and God bless him. I mean, I am in awe of you. I am so proud to know you, and I am honored to cheer you on, and I am so cheering for all of you here to get what you came for, because I know it's important to you, and I've watched loved ones, and I don't have time to share those stories because I know it's time. I feel it. So without further ado, Joseph, God bless you all.
Thank you, guys.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. It's that time.
It's that time of night. Go ahead and start us off.
Let's take a breath, everybody, wherever you are. Take a breath. Let it all out.
Wonderful.
Yes. It's Wednesday.
And it's another night of love, laughter, and healing.
And hope and healing. I like
That's
healing,
what
Joseph.
Yeah, we should put healing in there too, because there's love, hope, and laughter, but I think healing.
Totally healing. I think
Love,
healing.
healing, and laughter.
I
We'll
love
add
it.
healing to it. Yeah.
Yay. It was good. So we were just talking about, what were we just talking about? We got so distracted talking, we forgot to hit live.
Oh yeah, we always catch up before the show. We're talking about different things we wanted to do, and Kristen and I, we had a big workshop this past weekend, and it was pretty good, where we taught learn to contact your angels and spirit guides, and medium mentorship, heal thyself, and channeling the ascended masters. and also doing my Speaking to Heaven event too. So it was a packed filled weekend. And
Yes.
so, and it was like a dry
It
run
was.
of what we're going to take on the run. We're going to take it on the road. Things are getting better. Things are starting to get a little bit back to normal, it looks like. They say by May, everyone, there should be enough vaccines for everyone,
But if he cries,
everything is coming down. And so maybe by the summer, things will be a little bit back to normal again. And
so
we'll start getting our stuff going.
yeah, this weekend it was amazing. I was so tired on Monday. Is that normal? Monday, I was like, I slept all day. I was tired. I needed to rejuvenate. I guess it had been, I've never had that actually happen to me before. I couldn't do much on Monday. Is that normal?
Well, you were in the presence of the masters on Sunday. And when you're in the presence of the masters, when they work through me, it makes us tired. And plus you receive healing from them too. And normally you need to rest when you receive healing afterwards. And that's so.
Yeah, I was resting. And then I received messages like all day. Are you freezing up again, Joseph? You better not be freezing up on me.
If I am, I'll get rid of this background.
No, I like the background though. It's really cozy. So messages came through. So I would wake up on Monday and then I would go to sleep and the messages started coming through. And I heard that the classes that you taught at Jamar's were so amazing. And I know we had talked about getting courses together, and we had talked about how we were going to pre-record videos so that people would have access to the courses. But I heard that at that time they showed me you doing them, us doing the online course live, meaning Tuesdays at 6:00 for the month. You teach 1 hour channeling your guides and you're live. So you're interacting, maybe like this, maybe stream. I saw it very clearly, Joseph. And then the next day.
That's something we need to do. That would be wonderful.
Yes, I saw it. I saw all of our courses. In fact, on Monday, so all day Monday, I just heard all day. So, and I saw some classes I can teach too. And I thought that way we're not so worried about how to get the information to them, and they're doing the coursework on their own, but we're interacting with them. And if you have a couple courses going, think about it. You know, you have some different times. You could do Mondays and Wednesdays from, I don't know, 6 until 8. You have 2 different courses going. People can sign up. It can be the channeling. It can be the healing course you want to do. It can be, and we register for people, and it's maybe a month or a 6 week. I don't know how to structure it yet, but that was something that came through. And then Monday on my show, there was a lovely woman who came through. I believe we know her. And she said, well, I just would have loved to have seen your guys' class, but I couldn't get out of the house and I couldn't participate. And she was so sad. And she's like, I'm going to try to do it the next time. And so I was like, well, I said, we were thinking about, because of what just happened, I said, maybe doing it online. And she goes, that's lovely. I would love to be a part of that. So it validated that. And that
so
fixes
we need to get our head together and do that. And we talked about doing a night of love, hope, and laughter live with a live audience. And we could do this in my studio in Boca.
Yes.
And we could do this at least maybe twice a month, where
I think so too.
If anybody wants to, we can open it up and in my Boca office to social distancing. It's not going to be a big crowd. And hopefully we can film it live too. And broadcast it and do I have to figure out how we can get it live streamed. It could be Facebook Live too. Just kind of, I'm doing it live. But for those of us who live in South Florida, we could bring the show onto the road and we can just kind of do a live show on what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Of course, I won't be in my cabin, of course, but
Joseph's not actually in a cabin, for those of you who are wondering. I mean, it looks like it though, Joseph. You look so cozy.
I'm keeping warm.
Like, I can imagine. I know. You could be in like Colorado or in the mountains of Carolina. I mean, I can imagine you anywhere right now.
Yeah,
love
well,
it.
I would love to be in a cabin. I'm checking out my green screen. I think I fixed it. I was having problems on it, but so far it looks like it's not really freezing up yet.
Oh, he spoke too
And
soon. Did you see that? So far, it's working just fine because
and then it froze. Okay. Yep. Now you're frozen, Kristen. I think you're having issues. So I'm going to bring people on. Whoever's in the room, if you can kind of come on to the camera right here, and I'm going to bring you on screen just to see everybody till we bring Kristen back on. So, okay, I'm going to bring Ashley on, Carl, and there she is. Okay, I was just
was
bringing,
that me? I just clicked off.
and Savannah.
I got
Okay,
my mom here.
I'm bringing everybody up to the screen right here to say hello. The room is pretty much getting filled up, everybody. So let me take that banner off so we can see down here.
See here, how are you faster?
Hi,
I was
welcome
trying to do
everybody.
that for you.
Yep, got everybody up.
Everyone is here. Nice to see everybody.
We want to
Aww.
welcome everybody to a night of love and laughter. For those of you who are watching on YouTube or Facebook, there is 2 more spots open for readings. And for those of you who receive readings, if you can, after your reading, if you can pop off to make room for others that will come on, that would be nice. Or when we give you the sign, we only can get 10 people in at one time. So, but now that Kristen's back again, she was freezing out. We're gonna
I'm so
have
sorry.
everybody pop off right now, and we're gonna get into our show here. Thank you for everybody for joining us. And if you can just pop off the screen, just kind of remove you from stream. That's what it's called.
There, I will sage you. You are all saged.
So,
There it is.
Here it is. All right, let's see. I know it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky. It
yeah,
took me a while too. Don't feel bad.
I'm
still don't
helping
get it.
I'm helping everybody along. There we go.
Oh, you're getting it. There you go. Yeah, because Joseph, I was sitting there trying to get the banner off, and you were just faster than me. Way faster than me. You were like, "It's off." It's
Oh yeah. When it comes to all this, I'm very good.
You're a pro. Hey,
So,
wait, how? Just tell me, Joseph.
Well, I used to do this for a living.
How did you get that dancing figure on our video today?
Oh, that's a Facebook thing. When you put stories, you just hit the GIF thing, and you put them on all of your postings. And I am so
that was awesome. I mean, I laughed, and it got a lot of responses. People were loving it.
Yep. I think I need to go again. I'm freezing up. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can definitely hear you. At least I'm not bumping off this time. There he goes. Are you back? In the meantime, keep calm, y'all, and trust God.
Go ahead and take over. Let me do a makeover.
All right, I'll take over. So, y'all, I don't know if you guys happened to catch my random live stream yesterday, but I met this amazing guy on the streets named Hassan. And I was pulling up at this little place called the Fish Depot, which all of you are invited to my birthday party if you want to come. It's outside. It's open air. It's got a stage and a live band. And it's super cool. And it's got, little isolated tables. I think I'm going to probably do from like 6 to 9 or something on April 17th, Saturday. And everyone is welcome to come if you want. I'm inviting everybody to come, since my birthday party. Anyway, so I met Hassan on the way there. And I'll say it very quickly.
Go ahead. Take your time.
I parked my car and I heard God say to me, go give that man everything that you have. And I was like, okay, because I always do that. When God tells me to do that, I obey now without a question. So I had some money and a little Bible, and I had some channeled writings. And actually, it wasn't him that I saw. I saw a man next to him sitting on the ground who looked like he was just, in need of some help. And so I tried to speak to this man, and he was sitting on the ground. He was talking to himself. He wouldn't even look at me. But when I looked to the right, Hassan was there, and Hassan was looking at me. And I looked at Hassan, and we kind of locked eyes. And I heard God say it's for him. So I went and gave him everything and gave the Bible. And out of this man's mouth, he is just speaking scripture, speaking God, channeling information. I was so in awe of him. I wasn't scared at all. And I gave him all my money. I gave him my Bible. I gave him the channeled words. I asked him to walk me to the fish depot to keep me safe because it really wasn't a safe area. And I could tell that me, just trusting him and trusting God meant so much to him. And I gave him my card and I told him to get a hold of me. And of course he has no phone. I don't think he has a house or anything, but turns out I run into him again and also in a strange place, because I tend to get into strange places. God's like, go right. And I'm like, okay. And God's like, go left, go talk to those people. And I'm like, okay, let's do this. And Hassan happened to be there again. And he said, I memorized your number. And I said, well, come on to the show. So Hassan is pretty special. So our first interview with him was Monday. And we're going to be speaking to him again soon because he's pretty special. And he's on the streets and we need to hear from our streets. We need to hear what's going on and our views and what they learned from the. A lot of us, we live in our houses and we go to our jobs and we don't realize, we forget sometimes that there are people on the streets that need to talk to us, and we need to be able to reach out and we need to remind them that they are loved and they are not forgotten, and we are all one people and we are one tribe and we are together and they matter. Every life matters. All of us. Mine, yours, theirs.
And I like your show on the road like that too. And if you can do that more often, I think that, and just pop on when you're on the street talking to people, everyday people. I think that's so cool. Yeah, I know.
I got some courage in me.
I know, but you're so casual. You walk up to anybody and say, hi, I'm Kristen, and you just go ahead and you talk, that's
it's true.
Yeah. So
God tells me to do these things.
You're a social butterfly. Every time we hang out, you're just kind of floating around everywhere.
Yeah, I can't sit still. It could be a mixture of God speaking to me and my ADHD, but he's like, go there. I'm like, yes, let's do it. I got God behind me.
You should do that just pop on anytime and just kind of say, hi, I'm on the road again. I'm with this person. I think that was cool that you did that yesterday.
Yeah. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate you saying that. I wasn't sure if anyone had seen it. It was the first time I'd ever done anything like that.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. You were on for an hour.
What did you do yesterday? What was your 5 o'clock thing? What was that?
Oh, Terry, who used to be my assistant. And
Terry Angel?
Terry Angel. Let me make a shout out to Stacy Lord, who's in the comment area out there. She's my assistant now. Stacy's been with me for maybe 12 years now, too. And Terry used to work for me back when, and she's traveling the country, the United States, and she has her own shows, and she just did an interview with me yesterday.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So
I love Terry. And I love Stacy. I love them.
Terry remembers you, and she's gonna have a live show with me for reading. Because after I got off, she said everybody wanted a reading, and so we're gonna go back on again, and we're gonna have readings and everything.
Awesome. Yeah, so, she's lovely. She has great energy.
Yep. I love Terry. I love Stacy. I love you. And there we go. There's my 3 loves for today.
We're all about love.
All right. For those of you who are tuning in, the room is filled. For those of you trying to call in or log in, I'm not calling, but log in. If you get a busy single or you can't get in, once you get a reading, if you kind of log out, it will make room for another person to come in. For those of you in the room who want a reading, think of your loved ones, invite them in. I always teach heaven is within. It's within our heart. This is where you're going to bring them in here tonight. I'm going to randomly, I have lottery numbers here. And so it doesn't matter when you came into the room. I'm just going to pick a number and whatever, I'm going to count the squares down. And then that's where I'm going to pull you up on there. Normally you're up number 1 or 2, Kristen, but now you're way down at the bottom because you got to hang up. So I
see myself as number 1 if it matters. I'm literally number 1 on my screen.
Well, now you're in the lottery though.
Oh, all right. Do I get a reading? I'll take it.
Because I took the number 1 and 2 peg out of here because we're normally 1 or 2. So, but let me put the number 2 back in here. And so I want to welcome Savannah, Neva, Ashley, and Carl, and Mary, and Lena, and we have Gracias, and Lena, you're in there twice. You're gonna have to, unless you have two people coming on, then you can do that. But I need to get room in here. And then we got the bogus plumber here. Okay. Andrew,
The bogus plumber?
Yeah, the bogus plumber. And there he goes. And Lester just popped in. Okay.
Lester popped in.
There
All right,
we go. That's the room. So we're going to go ahead and do the drawing right here for Lester and the bogus plumber who just logged in. We're doing a lottery for readings, and it doesn't matter when you come in. I have 10 numbers here. And the first person I have here is Neva. So Neva, give me a thumbs up when you're ready to come up, and we'll bring you up onto the stream here. All right, there's our thumbs up. We're bringing you up, Neva. Hi, and I got to center myself.
Hi.
There we go. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Sorry, my dog was barking.
That's all right. Kristen has a bunch of them. Sometimes I have to mute her when the dogs go crazy too.
I got dogs and birds and a little bit of a jungle over here.
Have you been on the show before? Or is this the first time?
This is the first time.
Welcome. I gotta get that bell. We gotta get that bell. We're gonna ring a bell.
Oh, we need the bell. We need the bell.
I'm gonna order one on Amazon.
What should it sound like? What's it gonna be? Like a little like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I don't know. A bell.
We'll find one.
Where are you calling from?
Virginia.
Virginia, welcome. How did you hear about the show tonight?
Actually, my Aunt Mary, who's also in the room, she told me about it.
Oh, so you're probably related to Carl also.
I am. Carl is my dad.
Wait, did you say Carl's your dad and Mary's your aunt?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. Hi, guys. You guys are all here. All right, Mia, come here.
Yeah. All right, how about we bring your dad up here too, since he's here, and we'll bring Mary up here also.
Yeah, we got Aunt Mary.
Okay, and Lena.
Lena can we bring my sister in too? Lena's my sister.
Oh my God! All right, where's Lena? So you all have you're occupying the whole room. All right, Lena, we're bringing you in, okay? I don't see her face. Pop her in right
Mary.
And Mary and Lena. Hi. So we're all family. Oh, it's so nice to be a part of a family, isn't it? You guys are close?
Yes.
You guys like talk all the time?
Yeah, very.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous. I love that. Oh, that's just
Lena go?
you know, when you've always had a family, you don't realize how very special it is. You just don't realize how very special it is to have each other. I don't have that at all. So no, I don't have it. Which is, it's a little sad. It's true, but it's so nice to see families that love each other, that call each other, that talk to each other, that are part of their lives. I never, ever want you to take that for granted. You know, it's very special. Very special.
Absolutely.
I do Zoom family home parties. I call them friends and family Zoom parties. That's what they're in person. So
That's
like a Zoom party right here for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lena, you are Neva's sister, correct? And Mary, you're the aunt. Okay, and Carl, you're the father.
Yes.
And is it Dee? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is this mom or?
Yep, that's mom.
I remember Dee from last week, and I got to bring your brother through, correct?
Yes. Oh, correct. I loved it.
And I know Mary has been listening for a long time, and she's been on Kristen's show many times too.
Yeah, she was on my show on Monday. Mary was with me on Monday. It was nice to see Mary. And she sent me a beautiful follow-up message with love and kindness and letting me know she appreciated it. And that means so much to me. It means so much to me to hear that, to have those messages back, that it helped a little bit. That's all that matters to me, that it's helping, you know?
Yeah.
Yay.
So
I love to hear that.
what can the both of us do for the family tonight, since we have the whole family here?
Or does
I
everyone
would,
have separate needs?
Go ahead,
Because I'm
Nina.
okay with that too. If you
I
have
would
separate
really,
needs, yeah.
I would really like to connect with my father-in-law.
Okay. All right. When we say father-in-law, okay, father-in-law.
Let's
Gotcha.
read them separate. Let's read them because I think Niva needs a reading too from me. So let's read her.
Okay,
Let's
so we're gonna.
focus on her. Is it Niva or Neva?
It's Neva.
Neva is it Neva? All right, so we're
Uh-huh.
gonna read Neva.
Neva. Let's read
and,
Neva.
and then we'll pick you up. We'll pick you up randomly for everybody else then. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Sounds good.
Now you're
Okay,
back,
Neva,
Neva.
I'm gonna let you read for her right now, and then I'll come on when you're done. Okay.
Okay. And this is for your you want to talk to your father-in-law exactly on there. Was there?
Yeah.
Is your husband? I was gonna say, is your husband there too, Neva?
He is here.
Go ahead and bring him in with you because this is Dad. He needs to hear from Dad.
You need to hear from your dad. This is Joseph. This is my husband.
Good name,
Carl.
Joseph. I'm sorry. Your name is?
This is also my husband's name is also Carl.
Okay, so it's Carl also. Welcome, Carl. And I'm sorry about your dad passing away. One thing that I do is I feel things, and there's a remorse I'm feeling from your dad. I'm feeling that he wishes that he was more a part of your life that he missed. There's a part of it that he wasn't there for. And when our life flashes in front of us, he's telling me that, Carl, he's saying that I love you. If I tell you that I wish I was the man you are today, if I was more like you are special. And you taught me here in heaven how it is to be a father and how it is to be a man and how it is to be a husband and how it is to be a husband. And I have learned from you by just seeing you with your family. I am so sorry I'm sorry for what I put you through. I'm sorry for not being there when I should have been there. I'm sorry for not being the role model that I should have been. I hope you can forgive me for that. But I just want to let you know that I am so proud of you, of who you are. And I could see how much the family loves you too. They just love you for who you are because of your heart. And I could never understand that when I was alive. I had a lot of people angry with me. But I see this with you, people loving you with unconditional love. And it's because of who you are and you come from your heart. And I realized that if I was that person that maybe give a damn or gave to my heart, I would have that love back in return. But I just need to say, I love you, son. I wish I could have been that father that you wanted me to be, but I am so damn proud of you. And I'm looking after you, and I promise to always look after your family and what everything's going on. And I promise to do that. And I'm always here. I'm always here, son. I'm always in your heart. So look for me here, and I will speak to you. Okay?
That's amazing. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I'm gonna have Kristen join us in here too, as well. So
wow. He always said he just wanted to know if his dad was proud of him.
Okay, well that's what it is. It looks like Kristen got bumped off here. Okay, so I'll take over here. Yeah, your dad is very proud of you. There she is. She's back. Okay.
Here.
So he's very proud of you. I don't know if you heard anything. I know you've got bumped off. So.
I didn't. I heard the whole thing, Joseph.
Oh, I couldn't find you in the Hollywood Squares down here.
I'm lost in the Hollywood Squares.
Yeah, normally you're up there with me. So, all right.
I'm here.
Thank you, Neva.
Thank you,
Carl,
Joseph.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm going to leave you with Kristen now. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, y'all. So that was pretty amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So were you expecting, have you ever seen a medium before? Are you aware of how that works?
Aware, but nothing like that.
So that was like your dad talking straight to you, right?
Yes.
Right. Because, let's think about this for a second. Your dad could have said 1,000 different things to you.
That's right.
That was what you needed to hear. And Joseph knew that because your father was speaking to him.
Yeah.
And your father is with you every second, every thought that you have, every wind that blows, every sun that shines, every time your children laugh, your father is there, right there with you. So he's living this life with you and through you. He watches your kids. He sees your relationship. He sees the man you are. So he hasn't left you. He just doesn't have a body anymore.
Right.
That's it.
That's
They're
amazing.
really close to us, really closer than we would ever imagine.
I feel like I feel him around us a lot.
Yeah, he's around. For him to have come through that strong, that was very strong. Joseph's message was very strong. And it's not all the time that Joseph brings them through in a first person point of view. Sometimes it's a third person, which is fine too, but that was first person. So he was right there. He kind of stepped into Joseph's body and spoke with you directly. So he's also very strong, and you needed that message. Your father's a very strong man. So he's like, Joseph, move out of the way. I have to speak to my son. And he used him. And I want to let you know that those messages are always there for you. So you need to speak to your father. You can speak to him. It's about learning how to listen when the signs and the symbols and the messages come back to you. So songs on the radio, messages on the TV, messages from a thought that you may have had, and then someone over there kind of answers it and you're like, what was that? Don't disregard those. Those messages are coming through to you. We have to learn to speak a different language when our loved ones cross over. It's learning a different language because they're there. Okay, so I want you to keep that in mind, that you're not alone and that you can speak to him and he speaks back. We just got to learn to listen. Okay, having said that, I have a couple of messages. So it is time for a transformation. Now, I read collectively for both of you. So I'm going to read this for both of you and you're going to put it where it has to go. It is time for transformation. So it's time for some shifts and some changes and some renewed life and some renewed energy. It's time to stir the pot. There's some things that have happened in the past. Potentially it could be with your father, but also some things that have happened in the past that are being held on to, that are not being let go of. And when we hold on to things and we're not able to let go of them, we cannot see clearly the present moment. We look through eyes of the past. So our decisions that are made are from past situations and what's happened to us back there. Choices that are made, words that are spoken are coming through us from the things that we can't let go of. So whatever you're holding on to together collectively, things that have happened, we can't go back. We can't change it. We cannot undo it. It is stale, old energy. We have to let it go. All of it, whatever it is, let it go. Okay. I want to let you know that there's really nothing holding you back from this. Sometimes you think there's some real external circumstances that are stopping you from moving forward, stopping you from growing, stopping you from accomplishing your goals. And I want to let you know all of that is any of those thoughts that roll into your head that make you think you can't do something is a lie. And it doesn't come from God. It comes from somewhere else. So let it go and don't feed it. Don't listen to it. Let it go. I do see some participation. So for whatever plans that you guys have, and I don't know which one of you or both of you have these kind of plans and changes and movements, you're going to need to participate with people outside. So you're going to need to share. This is going to be a collective group, a team effort here. I see a team effort. I do see that please do not let the stress of life affect your health, your wellness, your love, your life, your peace. So we have a lot of stress going on right now and we're juggling it, right? And there's so many pieces and we're not really sure how we're going to do it. And there's just so much. And it's almost like we don't want the straw to break the camel's back and all the pieces come crumbling down due to the mounting stress. And I want to let you know that the stress that's external, call it our testament, call it our test, call it our walk, call it our testimony. Find a way to find peace with that and release the things in your life that are draining you, that are draining your energy. Protect your energy and find out the things that are sucking it from you. Don't let your energy be taken by external things that the reality is they don't really matter. I know they feel very real, but they're not real. According to God, they're really not. God's like, guys, I got you. Your dad's like, I got you. I got you. So come together. Go and be a family. Just go focus on butterflies and rainbows and stuff. You know what I mean? Forget about all that craziness that you got going on. And then from there, once that happens, guys, everything else is really amazing and beautiful. So from this point on, you guys are going to have an amazing existence and life. You just got to clean a few of those things up. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, both of you. You guys are amazing.
Blessings. Blessings. And keep on check in with us. Let us know how things are going. We want to hear how things are going, okay?
Will do. Thank you again.
Thank you for coming on.
God bless.
Much love. One tribe. We love you.
Bye.
Bye. Family member 1 down. Next. Joseph, I can't hear you. All right, who cannot hear who? Is it Joseph or me? Who can? Carl, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Carl, can you hear Joseph? Say something, Joseph. I cannot hear Joseph. Me neither. We can't hear you, Joseph. We've disappeared. All right, I'm bringing on Carl while you work on your audio. Ayla? Oh, he's going to be so mad. Are you still on that green screen? Are you, Joseph? You still on the green screen? I can't stand his green screen, and he knows it. Carl.
Yes.
Hi. And
Hi, how are you?
Your wife is who?
D.
Yeah. And this is your family?
Yeah, it's my 2 kids. Yes, that's our family, yes. And my sister.
And your sister Mary.
Mary's my sister, yes.
Daughters?
Yes.
Well, you guys just look like amazing parents. You're just loving, aren't you? And kind, and you have good children who love you. And
Thank you.
Check on them every day.
Yes, every day. They live right around the corner.
You check on them every single day?
Yes, we see them every day. I mean, they live right around the corner.
Oh, I haven't talked to my parents and my mom in, I don't know, months. My dad months. I don't speak to anybody. Well, I need a family now. Adopt me.
I'm just popping in to see if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can, Joseph. Yes.
All right. I'm gonna let Kristen finish with you then.
Well, okay. No. We didn't get started. I was just telling them how I'm just so blessed that they're a beautiful mother and father who has that their daughters know that they're loved, and I'm just so impressed. I just love families, Joseph.
Okay.
I'm gonna let them speak to you, and then I have readings too. But I think let's talk to them, Joseph. You talk to them.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I know I brought your brother in last time for you, Dee, on here. Yeah. So, what brings you on the show this time?
Joseph, we appreciated last week's reading. We really didn't want to take up anybody else's time because like I said, my whole family's in there, so I'm good right now.
So you're good listening. Okay.
Yes.
Well, all right. Well, I'm going to give a little reading. Can I give a little reading? Because I don't think
You got it.
Yeah. Let me give a little reading. Okay. Take a breath, guys.
Okay.
I'll read collectively for you both, which I don't normally do, but it worked well for Nev and her husband. Neva. What is that short for something? Neva.
No, that's her name.
Nope, that's her name.
So
Neva.
Beautiful. I love that name. I love it.
Thank you.
Oh, and special for a special family.
Yeah.
Okay, one more. Okay. Aw, these are so cute. Okay. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so this is one of my favorite cards to pull, and I love it because it really challenges us to change or evolve from certain behavior patterns that we grew up with, and we had been kind of conditioned to be this way from the past and from our parents and from kind of like older belief systems. So it's called no thingness. And what it means is many times in life, we don't mean to do this, but we tend to make a thing out of things. So, oh my gosh, I have this thing and I'm going to have to deal with it. And it's like a lot to have to deal with. And it's this thing. And then I have this other thing. And then there was this other thing. And this thing might have been good or it might have been bad. But it's like, this thing has to be handled. Oh my God, and there's that thing over there. And what about that thing? What are we going to do about that thing? So I want you to not be making a thing out of so many things. So it's like, because this world, we can make a lot of things out of a lot of things, like so many things. And that can really take up a lot of our energy. So I want you to be aware of how often you're creating a thing that doesn't need to be there. Now I got this thing. We're going to have to talk about this thing now. And now we're going to have to talk about this thing. We're going to have to work out this thing. Well, now we got this thing. We're going to have to talk about this thing. I just want you to be aware of how often that's happening. And I want you to realize that, you know, tires break, things happen. Things happen the way we don't expect them to happen all the time, all day long, every day for the rest of your life. There's going to be a lot of things. And the basket's never going to be empty. So be aware of where your energy is being spent there. And sometimes it's like, you know what, that thing, it's going to be okay. I'm not going to worry about that. Oh, and that thing over there, yeah, you're not going to take my stress or my energy. I'm going to go outside, take a breath and take a walk. And I'm going to trust that I have the universe looking out for me. All those things, I promise you, God has them under control. Your family on the other side has them under control. It's really no need for you to be worried about anything. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now I have a couple more things to say and then I'll let you go. Little bit of a transformation. So we got some changes and some movements going on here. We probably got to let go of those things. And then and I need you guys to be outside and enjoying things. I want one more thing to say. I remember in an older time, you have a good family, you've had a close family. So you've had a lot of family to influence you, which is great. Whereas I have had no family influence me. So I just run around. I don't know a thing about a thing because I don't have anyone telling me anything. You guys are the opposite of that. You've had a lot of people looking out for you and a lot of people telling you what's right and what's wrong and what's good and what's bad, what should be happening and what should not be happening. Be aware that that's not creating a little bit of separation. And remember where those beliefs came from, probably ages and ages ago. Your mothers, your fathers from a different era. So watch the good and bad, right and wrong. Watch the morality there and make sure it's not creating a separation from anywhere. Okay, so let those morals go. Let all that, and not completely, but let some of the stringent thoughts that came from the past, release those just a little, okay? And bring back that playfulness in your life, the silliness. Go outside, go on a boat, go to the beach, get in a bikini. Okay, I'm gonna let you go.
Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you too.
Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. There we go.
Okay. All right.
All right. We have to go. Oh, Terry's here. Hello, Terry.
Hello, Terry.
She remembers you from Renegades. So
Terry knows me. Me and Terry are connected. She's like this lovely little angel fairy sprite. She's like a nature fairy or something, like an angel nature fairy. I just see this light coming from her every time I see her.
Yeah.
She's very special.
All right, so we're going to go back into the drawing system again here. Okay, I'm working. My sound is here. I'm good. And number 2, 1, 2. I got Ashley coming up. Ashley, there you go. She put our video. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready to come on. There's my thumbs up. I'm going to bring you up to the stream. And hold on, you're coming up. There you are. Center yourself.
That's my mom.
I've seen
Lisa.
Ashley's name
Hi.
forever.
And me. Hi,
Yes.
guys. Thanks for
Yes, Ashley's
checking
always
us.
commenting on ours. And Mom, I'm sorry about your recent loss, by the way. And
Thank
congratulations on the baby.
Thank you.
So,
She's right here.
yeah, you know,
Oh,
the baby is one of my predictions.
It
Yes.
was. Yes,
Want to
it
share?
was.
Want to
And
share?
the date that she was born was also.
Uh-huh. So I got when she was going to be born. Her girl, and was going to be born on that certain day.
That's
Wow.
correct. Thank
Good.
you. One day you'll meet her.
Yeah. So you better watch out, Kristen. If I tell you you're going to have a baby, look out.
Yeah, that's not happening, sweetheart. Come on.
I have a 99.9 accuracy rating to know when somebody's going to get pregnant.
Right.
No, I'm looking forward to being a grandma at some point. Trust me. I got a 15-year-old child.
Take your time. Take your time. I know that you just lost your father and your husband and your mom name. What's your mom's name?
My mom's name is Lisa. She's actually here. You can talk to him. You've
Oh.
had
Hi,
4 or
Lisa.
5 readings from him already.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh, okay. So you came out to see me when I pretty much was starting out then.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
You did
Yeah.
a couple home appointments too.
Yeah.
The home parties. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Wonderful. So, and I know your husband just passed away not too long ago. Just 2 weeks ago or a week ago?
February 19th. Very unexpected.
Oh.
Okay. And I'm just very sorry about that. So let me see
If
what I
he's
can
ready
do.
if he's ready, right?
Yeah, wait, I know
When it's
that the question, I always get that question about if a person just passed, how long does it take for them to come through? It's really up to that loved one, and it's really up to the ones who are ready to open up to them and to bring them through. To share a story, I was doing a home party, and I always do a break at the home party where we can just a 10, 15-minute break, and we go back for the last half hour for readings. During the break, one of the women went outside to take a phone call. She came in crying, but she came in, but we didn't know what she was crying about, and she was very quiet. And all of a sudden I felt her mother come in. And I said, "Do you have a mother who passed?" And she looked at me and said, "Joseph, I just got the phone call. She passed away a half hour ago."
Oh my God.
So there's really no time frame. And in that half hour, she came to me to talk to the daughter. And what I'm feeling about your dad and your husband, Lisa, is that he was a guy of integrity, and everyone loved him. And I felt like he made a big impact in this world. He made a lot of friends too.
Yes.
I felt like he kind of made things happen. He moved things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm hearing. They messed up. They screwed up. I'm going to take the filters off. And
Okay.
was it a slip of a knife, or was it just doing something wrong on there?
Yeah, something went wrong, Joe.
Okay.
And
it was almost like something like a slip of a knife, or something that they did that didn't work. Did it end up being cardiac arrest with him?
yes,
Okay.
something along the lines of that. Yes.
So he told me it ended up being his heart. It was a cardiac arrest. Oh, he loves you so much, Ashley. Sometimes we make a plan, or we make a pact in life that I worried about your child, the baby that was to come.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if I gave my life for that baby, maybe that's something I might have made it done in my, maybe that was in my contract. He's saying that to give the life of that child so that child could live and go. Maybe that's why it's my time. I made an arrangement, and that's what I'm hearing. Because that baby struggled. That baby had a hard time coming into this world.
She did.
And that baby fought every inch of the way. Different struggles, different things. At one time, I felt like there was a time where you thought you were going to lose her. And he just felt to lose a child and all that. And maybe that was his way of telling God, take me and not her. And I just feel like he's just that type of man that would do that for you, for his family, for sacrificing like that. Because he loves his family so much. The memorial, don't go. He said you're all going overboard with the memorial. You're trying to get him a great send off, he says.
Yeah.
He says he's a simple man. Keep it simple. You don't have to. You don't have to make it big and glamorous. He says. Something about baseball cards. What do you do with baseball cards? They said they're worth a lot of money. That's gonna secure you, Lisa, for the rest of your life. So don't let anybody.
He has a lot of baseball stuff.
All right. He's saying the baseball memorabilia. He says, do not let anyone take advantage of it. You get it appraised by an official appraiser who knows what they're doing, because they are worth a lot of money. And you don't want anybody coming in and just giving you pennies for when they're worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Okay. My husband's here listening too.
Okay. All right, your husband's listening too?
Yeah.
He says there's a lot of stuff like that he has.
Okay.
I have what is the trophy called for the World Series?
World Series ring. He had a replica ring made.
He had a replica ring of the World Series?
Yes, he's a Red Sox fan.
Okay, then he's showing me something with the World Series. I thought it was holding a trophy up, but
And he also went to the World Series too.
There you go. Then was it the Red Sox World Series at one time?
Yes, it was. My mom was with him.
That was just a few. Didn't the Patriots win the World Series on the Super Bowl at that time too?
They won.
They did that year.
Yeah, it was like a twofer.
Yeah, it was.
So, but the Celtics couldn't do it though.
No, the Celtics couldn't do it.
Right, that's what he's telling me. The Celtics couldn't do it, but the Patriots won the Super Bowl, and my Boston Red Sox won the World Series, and he said he was in high heaven at that time.
Yes, he was. We've been trying to locate a key on something that we're trying to get access to. I don't know if that's anything we can ask him. Or if he would come.
I have to probably go in deeper and longer conversations to see what comes out on the key.
Okay.
But right now where I have him now is just him relaxing, getting into place. Did you have to pick out a suit for him?
No suit.
No suit. No.
Was he cremated then?
Yes, he was.
Okay, I have him pictured in a suit jacket. For some reason, is there a picture?
My wedding, there was a picture of him.
Are you blowing up?
That we showed.
Yeah.
Are you going to show this at his funeral?
It was showed at his service.
Oh, his service is already done. Okay.
Yes, and it was showed.
All right, so he's showing me where he got dressed up and at your wedding.
Which he never
was
did.
at my wedding.
Yeah.
He never got dressed up till that day.
Then that's the one picture he has to talk about then. So he said he was a simple person. He was a simple man. He said, I was good in my shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah. That's exactly what we wore.
And that's how he was. So, but that was a special picture that for your wedding that he got to dress up in.
To blow it up.
Yeah.
Okay, you did blow it up.
We did, yeah.
There you go. That's what he's talking. You blew up the picture of him in a suit. That's what he's talking about. So he just wants to acknowledge that as well at the funeral. He's talking about an urn. Is there something with angels on the urn or something like that?
Yes, there is.
So sweet. My mom, we brought it home yesterday.
And we got the Red Sox urn.
Okay. So he's talking about the angels on the urn as well. So, and there's a special urn. So.
Yeah, the Red Sox.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay. When we meet again, he'll have more to say, and we'll go deeper with the key.
Okay.
But right now, what he wants to say is that he loves everyone. He's okay. He hears everyone. He talks to you in your heart. So talk to him in your heart and know that he's not suffering. I felt like he had a sickness for a little bit too.
He did. Yeah.
And the sickness really got the best of him. And when he thought he was getting better, this is what happened. So,
yeah.
Okay. So he says his love. And we will meet again.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks.
We appreciate We'll be seeing you soon.
I'm going to bring Kristen on to you.
Okay.
Kristen always has
and everything.
a little thing. Yeah, Kristen's going to pop on here.
Thank you.
There she is. Okay.
Wow.
Hi, Kristen.
Oh my God. I can't believe you just said all that stuff.
I know.
I know.
I mean, he's amazing.
It was all
Yes,
true.
he is, and everything was true.
And everything was true. And there's only one way that he knew all that.
Right? Of course.
Your dad was right there talking to him, and your husband. I can't see your mom right now, but
I am sorry. My husband's in the back with the baby.
no, it's okay. I think it's pretty amazing. I know that's a lot to digest about, your husband and your father speaking to God to ensure that that baby came through and that baby was healthy and that baby is protected, and your father's energy ensured that that child is safe and here in this world. And remember, Joseph just pulled him up right away, so he's right here with you. He's sitting on the couch with you. He is loving your baby right now. He is rubbing your hair right now, like and I want you, and I know you probably know this, but remember, it's about learning to speak their language now.
Yeah.
Because he would never leave either one of you. He would never leave your family. He'll always be there for your family. In fact, he's telling me, for the rest of their life here on this earth, I will never leave them. So what that means is you have a teammate on the other side now.
He's been giving my mom some signs at her house.
Yay. So we get to learn those signs. Now, when you see those signs, because he's telling me I've been giving signs, make sure you say, I know that was you and I love you.
We do. We talk to him.
Yeah, because then the signs get stronger and stronger. And then it's like you're living with him full time. He's just not with the body. Right? So keep that in mind. Okay. We can't see him, but he is still there. Never would leave. Some quick little things. I do see some light workers, some empaths, some communication with source, with spirit.
Yes.
I see that you have abilities here, some healing abilities. Yeah. They're showing me to ensure that your environment is conducive to sharing these gifts, to speaking about them out loud, to developing them, especially because your child will have the gift as well. So you want to make sure that you're prepared to support whatever, your child needs to grow. She's a girl, right? Whatever your daughter needs.
Yes. I have 2 daughters.
2 daughters. Yeah. Well, they're probably, it's a family line, so they're probably both very gifted.
My oldest one gets dreams.
Yeah. I can see it. I see a family line of gifts, which means as parents, we want to nurture those abilities. And we also need to explain to them, because here's what happens when they go to school and they don't realize they have these abilities, and they're affected by all the other children and all the other energies of the other children. So we have to make sure we're teaching them as if they're little light workers, little impacts, little healers. And same for you.
And I was funny because when I got pregnant with the second one, that's one of the things that you and Joseph told me that she was going to be an empath and to protect her and teach her how to do those things.
Oh, and I'm saying it again.
So it's a reminder that I have to stay with that.
Yeah. And it's you too. So you want to make sure that you find outlets to. So a group, a meetup, a yoga, a church. I don't know what works for you, but you need to find other light workers and empaths like you to get stronger so that you can support the children in their growth. Okay. And that's what I see. And also 2 other things. And I'm not sure who this is for. It could be for either one of you, but watch the mind, watch the tricks that the mind plays. Ensure that your thoughts are not harming you in any way. Sometimes external circumstances in life can feel overwhelming, and those overwhelming circumstances can get into our mind. And when it gets into our mind, we tend to not think clearly. We tend to think, I don't know, sadly, or things aren't right, or we're struggling, or things aren't good. We don't know how we're going to do this. We don't know. Don't let that root there. Don't let it in. This crazy blonde girl on the internet warned me about these thoughts, and I'm not getting into my mind.
Right.
exit out, exit out, exit out. And no more postponing of living. I don't know if this is for your mom, but no more postponing. So we're kind of watching the world go by from the inside of our house, and we see the colors and we see the people doing things, but we're just kind of inside. We're not really going outside anymore. We just don't want to do anything right now. So
that's for both of us.
yeah. So
Yeah,
just
I've been having normally I'm more social, but I've had a lot of like this weekend was really bad. Like I had social anxiety.
I want to show you what that looks like.
Where is that? That's the card that says that.
See that girl? She's black and white and all the colors are outside and you can like see it, but you're just not interacting with life anymore. But the next card is this one, which we know our guides, like they're letting you know, hey, we got you. We got you. So we're going to try to not stay here for too long. Don't dwell here for too long. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I love you both. Keep in touch.
Love you too. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us
Bless
tonight.
you guys. Joe, you know I love you.
I love you too, Ashley. God bless. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little girl you have.
Thank you.
Very special.
Hopefully you get to meet her real soon.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Normally we answer questions in the comment area, and this one is probably a good one for you, Kristen, here.
Okay.
I put it up there. Can we talk about the awakening process and the challenges?
Okay. So yeah, I would say in the beginning, and I'm going to pull for her. I would say in the beginning stages of awakening, that's when guides start speaking to you and they start sending you signs and symbols and coincidences that you can't just chalk off. So all of a sudden things are happening where like, oh, where are my keys? And you hear someone say, go into the right drawer right there. And you open the drawer and there are your keys. It's about catching that message ahead of time. So in the awakening process, your guides want to start speaking to you. It's about, I'm going to call it Spanish for your guides. Spangler. We got to find a word for it. It's about learning the language of your guides and of those communicating to you on the other side. So a lot of times the awaken. So you're awakening right now. You're in the middle of it. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple key words very quickly. Eckhart Tolle, Ram Dass. Who's another one? Eckhart Tolle and Ram Dass is who's pulling. Start listening, Matt Kahn. Start listening online. Begin to study. Remember this moment-to-moment awareness and presence and the power of now. Begin studying. Your guides are speaking to you. You have a whole lot coming up, a whole lot of changes, and that's why you're asking me this, because you can feel it. You are coming to a spiritual maturity here in this lifetime if you so choose to walk that path. But there's a few things standing in your way, and I'll speak very fast. You have a lot of stress around you. When you have a lot of stress around you and you have this spiritual awakening and you're feeling all good, but you have this external chaos around you, that can block your awakening. Also, let go of that past. You're going back into that past. You're clinging to it. There's way too much stale energy back there. You got to let it go. And also there is a person in your life, an energy in your life that potentially isn't quite seeing you for exactly who you are and could also be stopping that awakening process from happening. So good luck. Good luck.
Okay. Wonderful. Now I'm going to take the next one. This is from India, Pachetta, and she says, can I give her messages from her mom who passed away? So
I know this isn't what you normally do, but I know you can do it.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and pop in on here and just give her a message from her mom. And what I'm hearing, Pachetta, is a world of thank you from her. I felt like she was very ill and she had to be taken care of. And sometimes when those people who are very ill, they don't want to put a burden on our loved ones. But she says she couldn't do it without you. She says that she loves you for everything that you have done. You were there. You helped her through the worst of times, I'm feeling, too. And the main thing is that, the send-off was very beautiful. I have her floating. It's like a petal of roses or flower petal, roses of petals everywhere. that she's just kind of by the water. She's showing me too. So I don't know if you had the ceremony by water, but I have flowers and a beautiful send off for her. But long story short, so to say, is that she loves you very much. Thank you for being there, Pashetta. Thank you for helping her get through everything she needs to be. And she made her transition into where she needs to be. She just said it's a place of peace and harmony, and that's where she is in the afterlife. And there's a charm or a necklace she's showing me that you have, that she wanted you to have, or you have already. It's almost like a shape of a flower or a chakra or something like that. It has a lotus, or maybe a lotus, but it's like a flower. And I'm seeing that as well. So I just wanted to share that with you, Pachetta. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna bring Kristen on back with me.
Yay!
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do something. I feel that, you know, those who are listening online on YouTube and Facebook, if you want to leave a message too, we will address the messages too. So you feel a part of the show as well. So, like you said, Chris, it's a little difficult with me when I don't hear the voice. I got to hear the energy of the person and stuff. But
no, not falling for it. Not for a second, Joseph. You know what? No, stop. You're looking for that validation, and you don't need it.
Well, that's what it is. You get validation with people on the email. On the email, is no validation.
I love that you do this, because you're just like, forget it. This is it. These are my messages. I don't need any validation. This is your message. And you're right, Joseph. Come on, you're never wrong. It's like rare. I mean, it happened, but it's rare. So every time you get one of those messages, I want you to take it. Every time, just to prove. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
And a shout out to Millie Hirsch and Vero. I miss you, Millie. One time when this Spark of Divines opens up again, I'll be back. And Kristen and I will be back. You'll get to meet Kristen.
Is that Joseph blocking out? Oh, here we go.
There she is. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Here's Pashetta. She's answering. My mom loved the ocean. Thank you so much for practicing Buddhism. A study of the Lotus Sutra. So it's a study of the Buddhists and the lotus. That's what she was showing me.
Okay. You didn't even have to hear her voice at all. There was no validation, and you were spot on. Oh my God.
Yeah, so that's the lotus I saw, and all that, and the sutra, the Lotus Sutra, and everything. And and she was Buddhism. Okay, beautiful. Love to you, Pachetta. Okay. All right, we're going to pick up another name. And for those of you, there's more messages coming on the comments. We'll get back to your comment area, but we're going to go into the waiting room. For those of you who are listening, there's a link. There's a link in the text message in our show description. Click on that link and you'll be welcome on the show. There's 2 spots open. I have the number 8. Who's the number 8? 1, 2. Is it Graces or Graces? Oh, you have to help me. I'm sorry I butchered it. Give me a thumb up. I'm going to bring you up real quick here. I'm going to call her Grace.
Grace.
Hi.
It's Grace Isis. You know,
Grace Isis.
Isis. So that's another beautiful name, Grace.
So we're going to call you a goddess of Isis then.
Grace Isis.
Thank you so much. I'm honored.
I'm familiar with Isis, and well, not the Isis that everyone here is familiar, but the Isis from beyond, where the goddess of us on there. So I know where you're coming from. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Is this the first time you're on the show?
Yes, it is the first time, and I got on. I'm one of Terry Angel's, and
so you're friends with Terry Angel. Okay. Yes. Did you get to watch the show yesterday with me on the show?
Yes, and I asked the question, and thank you so much.
Oh yeah, Terry was reading questions on the comments and stuff. So I was glad I could answer those questions for you. How may we help you today?
Yes. I would like to, and I'm so grateful, and thank you so much. And with gratitude, I'd like to find out about George Trith. I'm actually here at his house, and what message does he have for his son Alex?
Okay, so you have a person. All right, yeah. Try not to tell me too much. You have a person named George who passed away.
Yes.
And you like to hear more about him, and a message for his son.
Yes, please.
Joseph, is that? I just have to say, do you hear a lot of static? I'm hearing a lot of.
It's her end. So on there, but we'll get through it. We'll work through it.
I'll pull myself up.
All right. Let me see if I can. Maybe I can adjust your microphone too a little bit here. So let me see. Can you hear me? Yeah. No. How about now, Grace? Isis. All right, Grace Isis, can you hear me now? Wow.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get through it. I was trying to fix the thing. You're coming on, and you're gonna okay. What I feel about George is that were you there for George? Were you a caregiver for George, by the way? I had you doing a lot of stuff for him. Can you still hear me, or? Can you hear me, Kristen?
It's okay.
All right, there you are. I heard you just now. Can you go ahead? Were you a caregiver for George?
Oh, she's not answering.
Yeah, your internet is slow, Grace Isis. I'm sorry. You want to try calling back in, and I'll pick you back up again? Go ahead and just try to call back in. Just go ahead and leave the studio, and I'll pick you back up again. There's a spot open, okay? And we'll see what we can do.
I don't even know if she heard that, but
Yeah, I just kicked her out of the studio, so I'll make sure I get her back in.
Her out. You released her so that she can.
But that's what it says. I read what it says.
You need to change that right now. We're not kicking people out of the studio. We would never do that. Joseph, I just kicked her out. We're good.
I'm reading what StreamYard says. Kick out of the studio. All right, I have to come up with another word. Okay, we just released her from the studio, but
there we go.
I'm going to wait till she calls back in. But let's go ahead. I just picked another name over here, so we're going to go ahead and take the next name. I have Lester here, and when she comes back, we'll bring her back in. So Lester, give me a thumbs up when you're ready. All right, here's the thumbs up, and we're going to bring you up to the stream. Hey, Lester, how are you? Good. We got a good voice here.
I don't know.
Just center yourself a little bit on your video. There you go. Have you called the show before? Is this the first time?
Oh, it's actually my first time, thanks to my wife and my daughter who are next to me.
Wow.
His daughter is there, yeah.
So your daughter and your
wife, my wife.
Wow, they pushed you to it. Good. Where are you calling from today?
Port St. Lucie, Florida.
All right, so you're not too far from us. Good.
No, sir.
What can we do for you tonight?
Okay, so my daughter and my wife and myself, we've been in this awakening journey, and we've been, starting to learn and all this stuff. But I just want to know if I have some kind of message from anybody, because I'm kind of like alone, so to speak, in the sense of I don't have a relationship with my family. My family, my mom, my dad, and everybody else it's alive. But I feel like since I don't have a relationship, I feel like I'm alone in this place. And I just feel like if there's somebody actually there for me that has a message for me, I just want to know if there's somebody around me so I don't have to feel lonely, so to speak.
Okay. I understand. One thing, Lester, and I'm going to let Kristen come in on this one too, because I know she can help you tremendously on this. I can just see her. I know her so well. When it comes to family, immediate family, you have to remember your wife and your children is your family. They're all there is. So being alone, you have your family there. You have your wife. You have your children. That is your soul family on there. Being on a solo venture or being on an enlightened adventure type to see, we always have guides around us. We always have those to assist us, to help guide us. I'm going to go to the root. What I'm feeling is that I feel like there's a lot of complications with your family. that sometimes it's good to not have a rapport with them because it can be toxic to the family you are now. The dynamics of your wife and your children right now, I feel is a healthy dynamic, meaning that you want to keep them safe, you want to keep them out of drama, and you want to keep them away from your family because there's drama there. So the reason why you're lonely is you choose to be there because you don't want to bring them into this toxic type of relationship of a family. So I wouldn't use the word lonely. I would use I am very protective. I care. I love my wife. I love my family. And I don't want them abused from my family because my family is very abusive. And I went through hell when I was living as a kid and stuff. And I don't want them to go through hell at all. So this is what I choose, to protect them from them. That says, now, take the word lonely out. You're protecting them from your family. Your immediate family, your children and your wife is your family and your love. Now, there's some ancestry there that I feel could be great grandparents or grandparents that are always around you. And I feel like they're strong. I'm being pulled to Mexico. Anybody in Mexico, by the way? Or either the South America, Central America.
I'm from Central America. I was born in Nicaragua.
There we go. Central America. I got pulled to Central America. I have some great grandparents or grandparents that maybe you have not met or died when you were very young. That is pulling. We have ancestors that surround us and guide us. And I feel like from Honduras, you said Honduras? Is that where you're from?
No, Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. Okay. Yes. Central America. Okay. I feel like they surround you, and this is family as well. The Nazca and the Aztec is very around you too. I'm going more guides for guidance and stuff. The Mayan and the Aztec. I don't know if there's some type of connection with you there, but I feel like there's old wisdom there. I feel like there has been a past life that you were a Mayan in a past life. I feel like there's some Mayan blood within you now throughout the generations. When you see the temples, when you see the pyramids, it resonates with you. And I feel like there's strength on there. I see the sun. The sun means it's an important symbol to you. On the sun, it has to do with your heritage and your ancestry about the sun. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. How does the sun fit for you in a way?
I like it, but I do cover myself a lot from it, in the sense of, because I'm a construction manager, so I cover myself from it.
From the sun. Do you use the sun as protection then?
What do you mean as protection? I'm sorry, I'm confused.
I'm using the sun as a symbol. You have the sun and you have the moon, and it's a symbol in Mayan. And I feel like the sun is very strong. It's very powerful. It shines. The light shines bright. I feel like that's a guide to you to help you go where you're going. There's a Mayan ancestry within you. And there's also Mayan guides within you too. And I just feel like even a warrior, I could see you being a warrior in the past life. I can see the big feathers dress. I can see the spear, and I could just see you being a mighty warrior. And that resonates with you too, I say.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing is your past lives of who you were, and I'm feeling your ancestry of who you are. So when you say you're alone, you're not alone. You are part of this civilization. You're part of this kingdom, and they're all part of you. Best way, you have children, I'd say. You have watched The Lion King, correct?
Yes.
You know how Mufasa is in that lion world, and how Simba looks into the lion and it's in the sky and stuff?
Yes.
You are Simba, okay? And then the Mufasa end of it is your ancestry, and they surround you. That is your power. Connect to your ancestry. Connect to that Mayan Aztec roots of who you are, and go into that power. But the symbol of the sun is like the sunrise and sets. That is where your power is, and that's what they're telling you. I know Kristen has things to say. Thank you, Lester.
Oh yeah, am I back on? I didn't realize.
Yep, you're back on. And I'm going to pop off.
Okay. Hello. How are you? Okay, good. Namaste. Actually, I say no, name. So I want to let you know something. I also am in a very similar situation as you. So I do not have a family either at all. I mean, I know of them and they're there, and I see them and we have some interaction, but it's not the way that I expected it to be. And I want you to keep in mind that you and me both, we can't help ourselves, but inside of our hearts, we had this expectation of what a mother should be like, what a father should be like, or what a sister or a brother should be like in our lives. And to live our lives without that, I lived my life in a lot of pain for many, 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 many moons, many years. And it was until I realized that I will never gain the love that I seek outside of myself. So that love that I seek from my mother, I will never get that. The love that I seek from my father, it will not come from there. But guess where I found it? And this might sound so cliche, but I found it right here. And not only that, but what is your relationship with God? Do you have a relationship with God, with your guides? This is where the love of my mother came from. Because God loves me so much and takes care of me and honors me and protects me and is there for me and loves my family and looks out for my family and gives me words of wisdom and sends me guidance every single day. So when I'm feeling like I'm missing that love of a mother, I promise you, God is there. I feel it. And I want you to begin to develop. That's the relationship that's missing. And not only that relationship is missing, but what's happening is a lot of your energy is going outside of you. It's getting streamed out. It's getting streamed out of you, because when it's getting streamed out, it's because you want something over, you want this relationship here, and it's getting streamed out because you want this relationship here. I need you to cut all of those streams, all of those energetic streams that are flowing out of you, and I need you to bring them and begin flowing them inside of you. So you are going to bring all your energy back inside, and you're going to begin to get that relationship with yourself. So if a mother would call you to ask you how you're doing, I want you to ask yourself how you're doing. And I know that this sounds silly, but I promise you, this healed me. And I know how it feels. I know how it feels to this very day. And when I'm missing that, I give it to myself. And God gives it to me. And you are being spoken to by your guide. So what Joseph said, your first card pulled up with your guide speaking to you. So you have the entire. Now, here's another thing. Do you know why I learned this happens to us?
Why?
Because God wants us to have a relationship with that, with the cosmos, with the universe. And if we were so loved and so protected and so taken care of, we would be so fulfilled in this particular lifetime here. We would not seek out the love of God and the love of source and the love of guides. We wouldn't seek it because we would be fulfilled here. But
Right.
because we didn't get that, our relationship first comes here. And
True.
yeah, and it does. Now, there's a couple things. So there's a little bit of suppression energy that's around you, which means some of that energy is being suppressed and it's being controlled. And there's some of that kind of lower vibrational energy that's trying to get a little bit in the way of your connection with your guides. So I would like you to find out where that energy is coming from you, from external, and I would like you to remove it from your energetic field.
Okay.
Okay. And remember the last thing. Oh, one more thing. When you are comparing yourself to others and to other families and to other people, and if they've done things better, or they have this, or they have what you don't have, that's another lower vibrational energy that further drains the energy out of you, that makes you feel like you're alone, and it makes you feel like you don't have anyone to count on. So the number one things that you have to do moving forward is, number one, get that relationship with yourself first. when you have that relationship with yourself, the relationship with your family will be not that family, your immediate family, like Joseph said, becomes easier. Okay. Let us know. And
Yes,
that
ma'am.
relationship with God and source. These are the three things: self, God, and source. This is what you need to become whole. And so you know that you'll never be alone. So learn the language there. It's very fun to learn that language. And then I'm never alone.
One thing I gotta say, you guys, I mean, thank you for your message. You actually answered something. My mom actually just texted me yesterday. She's down visiting, and like I said, I don't have a relationship with them, but she's like on the text, oh, I feel like I want to see you. But I feel that love and compassion that I'm starting to build, that I'm starting to get to know. But I feel like I shouldn't open this Pandora box again. And that's what my wife was also saying, that you shouldn't. So thank
Can
you
I tell
guys.
you one
Yes.
last thing? I did that. I did that for Christmas. I went and saw my mother. It was a bad idea. I was in pain for months afterwards. It was not healthy.
Okay.
Everything that you have built up, that love that I had built, I was a mess afterwards. It's protect yourself. You will not gain what you seek there. It is not
Okay.
there.
Awesome. Thank you guys again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
This was
Thank you.
awesome. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for listening. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I had a it took me months to recover from Christmas. It was a mess.
Yeah, I remember. I had to talk you through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty
So,
bad. I mean, don't
know
get me
you-
wrong. I love her. I love her. I love her. And I bless her for who she is. I have peace there, but I cannot seek. You don't mean to, but you know, as a child, you can't help but like seek things from your parents. It's like ingrained in us somehow. And that's a mistake sometimes because they can only give you what they can give you. And those expectations will get in your head if you're not careful. So there's lessons learned.
See, I was fortunate to have two loving parents and
Yeah,
grew up
you have a mom and a dad.
loving-
So that's why with this family, I said, y'all
Yeah.
don't really understand what it's like. You don't understand.
Yeah. I had two loving parents that were married for over 60 years, and so I had a great childhood, so I'd say. So,
But you know what, Joseph? Oh, sorry. It has one last thing I'm going to say. Because I don't have that relationship, I have that relationship with you guys. I love you guys like I would love my family, like all of you. I have this like deep love for you because I don't have it anywhere else, so I rely on your guys' attention and love and affection and. All right, that's it. That's all I have to say.
That's okay. For Grace Isis, I was hoping she'd get back on so we can get a better connection, but I'm just going to read what I felt, and I just felt like the person that she was living with, she had to take care of this person, and this person just gave her all control of his life, and he thanks her for being there. About the son, his son, I feel like the son is going through some trouble and he needs assistance, but he's not responsible enough. He needs guidance. He needs someone to look over spending and what he's spending and everything like that. So what you need to do is just make sure he keeps in check on there. And that's what I'm feeling on there. So I just needed to bring that up. You just popped off because I was just going to bring in the next person through.
I'm not I'm here.
Okay. I
didn't go.
Lester's asking about his wife when we hung up too. So let's just go ahead. We still got time.
I'm okay. My energy is good.
All right, Lester. I'm still. Okay, we're still there. I'm going to bring you back, Lester, in here to the stream, and you can bring your wife on.
Oh,
Hi.
okay. Hi. How are you?
Welcome.
Welcome.
So you're the wife hiding in the corner, and is that your daughter between you two?
That is correct.
Okay. Hi. Welcome.
Thank you.
So how can we help the both of you?
It would be starting with me. I don't know how can you help me, particularly with a situation with a relative.
that I have an uncle in Puerto Rico, and he is intubated. I wanted to see if there's a way of, I don't know if we have to wait until he passes away, or we could talk to him now that I know he has his guides, and he's going to have a way of somebody guiding him to the light. But I know where he is been the last couple of years, and what he's been in a journey of a lot of anger and rejecting family, that
Okay.
I'm afraid that he's not going to be able to get there at the light, and be afraid of turning
All right.
himself into the light.
All right. One thing. So, are you Puerto Rican?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, my mother's Puerto Rican, so I'm half Puerto Rican. That's why.
Trying to figure out that one, because you had said Caribbean, and I was like, which one? So I wasn't sure.
Okay, yeah. Well, then I went to Central American on there. But for your uncle, him being where he is in a coma state right now, and if he had a lot of struggles in life, a lot of things are being sorted out. When he's in this coma state, they look into things are being sorted out in his life, and he's starting to understand more. So what we have to do is send him love. He will hear that. It's all energy, and we all can tune into that energetic feeling. So just send him love in your heart. And once he's crossed over, he'll have a better understanding what's going on. You said he was holding on to a lot of anger and resentment too when he was alive. In his state right now, he's going into a state of peace, I'm feeling. And when I say a state of peace, I just feel like loved ones, people that he has to forgive, are around him, and they're asking for forgiveness. I feel like it's parents and things like that. But he's getting forgiveness from the people he needs forgiveness from. And he is going to pass, and I feel it's coming soon. But once he passes, things are going to be okay.
Good.
And I missed it. Is he not around you that you could see him?
He's in Puerto Rico, and right now, nobody could see him due to the COVID restrictions. So he's all alone, with just the nurses and doctors, and and I just wanted to see if I can reach out to the family. I don't know they're gonna believe this about me talking this information. They're gonna say, "What, are you crazy or what's wrong with you now? Talking about the light and spiritual thing," so I don't want to get into those,
So mentally send it to Sentimentally. You don't need to get family involved. Just send it to him.
Yeah. And if it still weighs on you, I'm going to say it, if you find that it still weighs on you, and you feel like you could contact a nurse at the hospital, or if you feel any kind of openness, I have a little story. My Pop-Up Jack, he was the same way. And I saw him. I happened to be able to see him before he passed, and he didn't believe in any of this. Very angry, very upset, and I said to him, "Pop-Up, I promise you there's going to be a light, and you're going to see your loved ones at the end of that tunnel. And I promise you." And he looked at me with clarity for one moment. And when he crossed over to the other side, he came straight to me, showed me all sorts of light, butterflies, airplanes. I mean, he was very clearly there. So it did work. Now, like what Joseph said, if you can't physically get there, you can ask your guides specifically to go over there to assist him in crossing over. And Joseph's right, that will work. But I will ask you that if you find tomorrow and the next day it's weighing on you, that's your guides giving a message to you. And if you're the only person who can get that message, I need you to listen to your guides more than me, more than anyone. Feel that, and I need you to honor what they're telling you to do, because you're very far away, and for you to be feeling this and getting those messages, you might need to act on it.
That's what I was feeling. It's very strong,
and it won't go away.
And then that's when I asked about a medium, and that's when I asked
a nurse. Can you speak to a nurse who has access to him?
I could try. I could try.
Meditate on it. Talk to your guides. Ask them what they want, because talking to a nurse and saying, "Will you please give this message for me?" I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Okay.
Thank
you so much. We'll be in touch, and I'll be looking forward to your workshops. I missed the last weekend at Jamar.
We're going to do it online. so that
We
everybody.
miss-
Are you in South Florida?
Yeah, Port St. Lucie.
Yeah.
Good. So Kristen and
So
I
we're
are
like
doing one
an hour.
end of April. We're going to be doing a live workshop. So come out and see
Okay,
us.
I look forward to meeting you guys in person.
Okay, keep in touch. All right, we got to get everybody's
Thank you.
email, guys. If we don't have your email, please make sure we have your email. Email us your
We
email.
will. We will. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, let me bring me up into
Yeah, I'm like,
here.
why am I this big person on the screen? I prefer to.
Always Sandy is asking a message from Dad. His name's William, missing you. And Sandy, what I'm feeling from Dad is that he was a special father. He's always been there for you, and it's almost like he was your rock. He was your everything. And I just want to let you know that what Dad's thinking right now is that how much he loves you. He wants to thank you for being the person that you are, for being the daughter that you are. I just felt like there was just such a closeness and love between the two of you. Some decisions had to be made at the very end. And sometimes we think if we made the right decisions or not. But what I'm hearing is everybody had to do what they had to do accordingly. And he just wants to let you know that everything is okay. All right. Ready to pick out another name?
I am.
All right. So, number 8. So, 1, 2. I have Kelly. I'm going to bring Kelly up here. So, Kelly, get yourself ready. We're going to bring you up to the stream. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Welcome. Have you been on the show before? Have you been on the show? Is this the first time?
Yes, I have a couple times.
Welcome. What brings you on?
I actually want to know if you guys see anything in my professional life, where I'm headed.
All right. Are you working now?
Yes, I am.
What type of work do you do?
I am property manager.
All right. So I'm like a magic 8-ball. Okay. If you had to ask the question as specific as you can.
Okay. I'm gonna probably be making a change in the near future, and I just want to know: am I going to be happy? Is it going to be the right change for me professionally?
Are you looking for a bigger property right now to manage?
No, definitely not. I'm trying to get out of property management.
Okay. So all right. So your question is, should I get out of property management, and should I go into something different? That is your question for me?
Well, it's not my field. I just was drawn to it by organically, but I'm not happy there, and I want to make changes to and I want to go back to what I originally went to school for, which is finance and accounting. So that's what I'm trying to make change towards.
Most thing that I tell people is if when we do something that we enjoy, that we love, things fall in place. We enjoy what we're doing. When we're happy what we're doing, things just fall in place. Sometimes we have to just cut our losses and move forward. And this is what I'm feeling right now. So, and take a leap of faith. And that's what I'm hearing. So if you're doing this change, if you take this leap of faith, I feel you'll be very successful. 2020 was a time of change. We had to think about changes in our lives. 2021 is a time to do these changes. And what I'm feeling is that you'll be very successful in what you're doing right now. And don't be afraid to take that leap of faith. You went to college for this, you studied for this, and things will be okay. All right?
Okay.
Kristen, I'm going to let Kristen go on this because she can get more involved with the cards and stuff.
Thank you.
Okay, my love, I'm glad you came on. You need a hug. Come here.
I do badly. Very badly.
Yes. Oh, I'm so glad you're making these changes, sweetheart, because you're exhausted.
Completely.
Yeah, you're feeling isolated and kind of unloved. And when I say isolated, I mean like alone. And also we have a lot of mental split happening. This is because you've been in low vibrational energy for too long. So low vibrational energy means your soul needs sun and soil and minerals and water, and you've received none of this for very long. So it's created your mind to become harmful to you. Okay, now you have stress all around you right now from every single avenue. You have stress here, left, right. You can't get your head above water. But guess what? It's coming to an end. I promise you.
Thank God.
This is coming to an end. And I have to tell you something important, okay? Not only is this healing completely necessary for your existence, your health, and your life, but you're also an ascended master. Digest that for a second. I know. And a light worker. I know. You would have probably, due to your environment, never guessed that. But what happens is you're very, very powerful. Okay, I know. Let it settle for a second. Yes. What that means is, being this master, this light worker, I want you to begin to study this stuff. No matter if you go into finance or whatever it is that you do, I would like you to begin to study what that means. So ascended master is a keyword. Another key word is the power of now, present moment awareness, Eckhart Tolle, Ram Dass, spiritual teachers, because you are in this environment and you're like this little sponge. So all of this energy that's around you is harming you. It's shooting daggers and arrows because you're this powerful light worker and you have not been in an environment that you've been able to protect yourself. So your chakras have closed because of the harmful energy due to you being a master with your chakras open. All this energy, it's crushing you because you've, not your fault, but you haven't been properly trained, because we're not training people on this yet. So I hope it changes in the future. The good news is, I promise that with you studying and learning what it means to be a light worker and an empath and an ascended master, you'll begin to understand how to protect yourself against all of these energies that are hurting you, because they are hurting you. Now, this is something that you're going to need help with doing. So you can't do this all alone. You're going to need to participate with friends, with like-minded people, with people of good energy. I need you to find people with healthy energy that make you feel lighter. They make you feel healthy. You have to find those people. You have guides that are speaking to you. You have an inner voice, and you have guides that are communicating to you. But because you've been so kind of like stuck here, it's been a little hard for you to hear their messages, but they're coming to you and they're speaking to you. So you have a whole life ahead of you to live, and you need to get away from whatever environment that you're in at all costs for your life, for your health. Okay? Okay. And check in with us. And if you need to go back and hear those words again, you can always review it. So find all those words that I said, light worker, all of them. Osho's another one. So you have a spiritual path to walk.
Okay. And you said ascending master, right?
Yes, ascended master, the power of now, Eckhart Tolle, Osho, Ram Dass, Dr. Wayne Dyer. Begin to find your meditation, begin to study. You will feel better. You will feel better. And then form that relationship with your guides, because right now you have so much energy that's harming you. You have to get it out of your system so that you can be clear in your mind.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you
Come
both.
and check in. Let us know. Please let us know how you're doing, okay? Come
Definitely.
And check in. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. We have one more person in the stream. We have Christina Olson. I want to go to Iowa. We're going to say hello.
Hi. So nice to see Christina. I love Christina.
So Christina is going to be our last person for tonight. And so we're going to bring her on. Hi, Christina. How's Iowa?
Oh, we can't hear you. I can't hear her. Can you?
Now can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
We can hear you. How are you, Christina?
Good. You remembered I was from Iowa.
Of course I do. I always think of Field. When I see you, I see Field of Dreams. If you build it, you would come. And I remember our reading about you being metaphysical and you want to get involved. And Iowa's not quite the place, but if you build it, you will come. And that's what you need to do. You need to get involved with all that. And you need to
because I forgot. No, you reminded me.
see, I reminded you, and that was a long time ago. I told you. So,
That is
what brings what brings you on tonight?
Well, one, I just love watching you guys, and I love that I can resonate with so many other people, and so I mean, I don't know, but anyways, but I mean, I would just, I don't know.
I have lots of things to say, so just let me know when I can talk for a second. Christina, you're still dealing with what you're dealing with at work. All right, I'll be quiet. You let me know, Joseph. I'll be quiet.
What I'm going to do, I already gave you my message before. If you build it, they will come. You're a light worker, and you need to start opening up some, just some studies, some classes, and groups, just to get together with group metaphysical studies and talks and things. You need to do that in Iowa. And that's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to give you to Kristen.
Okay. He's 100% right. Really, Joseph. Really, Christina. You're still dealing with some stuff at work. I say some stuff. We're still dealing with it. So, again, I'm going to show you. I'm just going to have to show you the pictures.
Okay.
Sometimes the visual helps. So look at you. You're the lion, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. You're the lion.
Am I carrying somebody? I'm trying to look.
Those are sheep. Those are people who do not understand you.
Oh.
Those are people who just are just nowhere near your vibrational pattern, and you're surrounded by them. So you're this like what Joseph said, this light worker, this being of light, this person who sees all, knows all, feels all, and you're surrounded by people who have no clue about any of it. And they're at a very different vibrational pattern. And being surrounded by them, here's the next one. This is what I would like of you. And this is what Joseph is talking about. This is what you are. Do you see that beautiful woman right there flowering? And she's conscious and she's aware and she's in the light and she's around people that she loves and she's flowering. This is a spiritual woman who's coming to spiritual maturity of a lotus flower here on earth. And you're being tied down and strapped down by the normal people. And you're not that. Sorry, you are just not that. You're just different. You just have so much more. Your light is so big. Your soul is so big. Your spirit is so big. And you have nowhere to put it. You have no outlet. Now, let me show you that. What that does is that creates harm being around these people and not your people. You have not found your people. You have not found your tribe. That creates a mental split inside of your brain because half of you is trying to understand what's going on and the other half of you is like screaming at you like this isn't working for us, but you're like, yeah, but I mean this is my life, and your soul's like, who cares about, like, we need more, right? So you have this internal thing going on inside of you, and this is not a good person in your life. This is someone who does not have good thoughts about you. This is someone who wants to see you hurt. This is someone who looks at you in your face and thinks things are fine, but deep down, they want bad things for you. Mm-hmm. You see that person?
Is this somebody like a family or worker, or you don't know?
I don't know. You have to, whatever the first person is who popped into your head, I don't know who that was. Only you do. Who popped into your head? This is someone who looks at you, smiles at you, says everything is fine, but underneath it, you know, you're a light worker. You can feel underneath it, this person doesn't have the best intentions for your life. I know who this is in my life, and this person is still in my life. And 6 years later, I can still pull this card, and this is the card that pulls 6 years every single time. And this person is gorgeous, just this beautiful face. I know this beautiful face, but underneath it, and they're damaged. They're damaged. The person is damaged. They have pain. They are unhealthy. They've been through a lot in their life. They've had a lot of harm. Underneath it, they're not healthy. And in this particular lifetime, they'll never be healthy. There's actually no healing. This is actually a card for a narcissist. I don't know if you know what that means, but it's a narcissistic card. Now, another one. So you pulled so this card, and this card, all very similar meanings. All of them are very similar. So this is the shadow. So this is the shadow of where we're at. Like we've been living here, but we need you to get out of there. See that lion? There's a difference between that lion and this lion. That's a trapped one. And this is one who's like, I got to get out of here, people. This isn't working for me. Right? Now, two beautiful cards at the end. So a little bit of advice is stop comparing your beautiful, large goddess soul of perfection here on this planet, the most beautiful flower you could imagine. That's what you are. Stop comparing it to other people. Stop thinking other people are better, different, or smarter, have more. Forget about that. That's wasted energy. You're phenomenal. I just think maybe you forgot, or you're not in an environment that's reminding you of how phenomenal you are and how amazing you are. So you have to find your people.
Right.
You have to find your people. Now, okay, beautiful stuff to come. I have to give you some beautiful stuff. So creative outlets, moment-to-moment awareness. So you need, like what Joseph said, a place to be able to create, to shine, to be yourself. You need to be around people who have a sense of nurturing. Moment-to-moment awareness. Study presence. Study the power of now. Study your meditations. Exactly what Joseph said. It's very important for you, especially surrounded by all this energy. You have to have this in your life or you'll continue to not feel well.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Christina, thank you for listening always. And I hope you keep joining us every week.
Oh, thank you guys. I love you guys. And you guys
love you too. Much love.
Love you. We love you. Check in
Who
with
knows?
us. Okay?
Maybe we'll make it to Iowa one time.
There you go.
Okay.
Let us know how
right.
things are going.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
All right. Well, that is another night for us.
We made it to 10. I think we've healed as many people as we can heal in a night.
We did. And we got everybody in the room too. So
yeah, you got to do love, laughter, and healing. Love, healing, and laughter. I like love, healing, and laughter.
All right. I will change the title to Love,
Or
Healing,
healing,
and
love, and laughter. Healing, love, and laughter.
Whatever you say, dear. I will change it for you. So how about we say goodnight? We'll be back here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And I want to thank everybody for joining us.
Thank you for coming. We love you guys. Let me do my one tribe. Tribe kiss. I love you and no name.
I have to learn that.
You got to learn it. One tribe kiss. I love you. No name.
Mine is
all right.
Peace out.
Peace out.